We really like the idea of creating a company around a culture and a purpose, having higher purpose, that our lives are about something bigger than just ourselves. My name is Mike Beckham, and I'm the CEO of SimpleModern. SimpleModern is located in the world's epicenter of e-commerce, Norman, Oklahoma. It is not necessarily where you'd expect to find a company like ours. In general, you're developing a trust relationship with a customer. As you develop that trust, they want to buy more things from you. When we started this, it literally was 3 guys. We've definitely been in the kind of hockey stick growth, and as we've grown, we had a really solid idea of who we were, the culture that we wanted to create. I would say that there's 4 characteristics that are really part of why this place exists. One is to be a part of giving back and hopefully impacting the world in a positive way. There's a real belief among our entire team that relationships are the most important part of life. I'd say another piece that ties into that is having higher purpose, that our lives are about something bigger than just ourselves. While we have this culture that's all about relationships and it's about giving and it's about a higher purpose, it's also about pushing yourself and what can you do and being the best you possibly can. We knew that we wanted to be involved in products that would be very high quality. It's not just a water bottle, it's a lot more like a purse or like a watch, in that it has a functional purpose, but it also is like a stylistic accessory almost. So we were one of the first companies to really get into using a lot of different colors and different patterns. And so we just observed that there was an opportunity really to develop, fun and unique drinkware that really had a stylistic element. We're really obsessively focused on excellence and making the very best products that we can. So very rarely do we ever consider a product finished. First time I read an article about the number of single-use plastic bottles we go through, it's just an insane number. It's not sustainable. The reality is we're all kind of shaped by what we're surrounded by and what's normative. In our culture, it's really normative to be wasteful. I think one of the global trends that you're going to see over the next 50 years is going to be towards reusable and towards cutting down waste. So we're really leaning into that with our product development. Where are additional areas that we can make really high quality products that are going to cut down on waste, and where you can get one product that you can use hundreds or thousands of times. People want to be differentiated. Everybody doesn't want to have the exact same water bottle as everybody else. They love it when there's opportunities to kind of express their own personality. And so we've expanded into a lot of different product categories. We're getting really heavily into kids stuff. We're getting into textiles like lunch bags and backpacks. And so kind of the breadth of what we're trying to do is really unique as well. When we're trying to decide where we want to expand and what products we want to offer, one of the things we're asking ourselves is, what do our customers already want? Who are the customers that we're really connected with and that we're serving, and what are the things that they want and need? Most of our customers are kind of us. It's people in our stage of life, people, a lot of them that have young children. And so it's been really natural for our products to kind of evolve towards designing things for kids. And that's been one of the guiding principles, is that solving problems that we face every day is a really effective way to know that you're serving and solving problems for other people. I think the environment it's high energy, it's very collaborative. For a lot of people when they first come into our environment, it's a little bit intimidating. It's some of the nicest people, and most kind people you've ever met, but some of the most driven people you've ever met. And we really are believers in it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can have really high character and really be relationally focused, but at the same time be ambitious about doing big things with your life. So we've got a team that kind of felt like a family and was in it together. And then being in a high growth tech startup and just kind of the ambition and the craziness of that. And if you took all that and you meshed it together, that's probably what you've got with SimpleModern. The modern kind of supply chain is amazing. One of the things that's true is that there's this interesting dance between people that work for our company and then all the different partners. And if you think about some of the things that we're able to do with the number of employees we have, it's absurd. We do have a very small team for the size of company that we're running on a revenue basis and how many units we're selling. And that's part of, I think, what technology and the digital environment's made possible. There's become this perception that capitalism is about once you've made it, all the resources belong to you and all the benefits of that are for you and whatever you want to do with that. And I think that there's a better form of capitalism out there, which is the more successful you are, the more responsibility you have to be generous with other people and to be a part of helping, make the world a better place. There's a quote, "To those whom much is given, much is expected." And I do think that there is a sense here that we've been really fortunate. We've gotten to have a lot of things go our way and we've been very successful, but there's a certain level of responsibility that comes with that, to not kind of look at ourselves and say, hey, aren't we great, and shouldn't we get a lot of nice stuff, but how are we going to be a part of helping to kind of pay it forward and be a part of making other people's lives better? And all of those things play a pretty big role in why we give the way that we do.